Sculpt Fusion Focus, so 20 minutes of focus on your abs, your glutes, some legs, upper body as well. So just a quick 20-minute workout that you can add on to a yoga class before or after, or just anytime you want a little burst of energy in your day. So we'll start on our backs, and I have the ball ankle weights on, but again, they're just optional. So lay on your back and take a few moments just to connect to your body, your breath. Scan from head to toe and just notice how you're feeling, where your energy is. Any tension or tightness in your body and your mind. And take a long breath in through your nose, fill up to the top of your lungs. And open mouth exhale, let something go from your mind. And continue to breathe on your own. Inhaling, let the belly fill, the ribs expand. And exhale, contract the abdominals, draw your navel in, ribs in. And continue on your own with your breath. And notice how your breath activates your core strength. And we use our abdominal muscles, our core, throughout the entire class to create stability and strength from within. And you're always welcome to take breaks as needed and options that feel better in your body. Now find a little movement in your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, take a good morning stretch. And then draw your knees into your chest, give a nice little squeeze, rock side to side. And then grab for your hamstrings, rock and roll like a ball, forward and back the length of your mat. Get a nice little massage up and down your spine. And after a few rocks, just cross your ankles, find your first plank pose. Plant your palms, step your feet back. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, spread all 10 fingers wide, push your inner palms, knuckles, fingertips down, roll your inner arm forward, press up between your shoulder blades, and really use your legs. Firm your quads, tuck the pelvis under, pull the belly in, squeeze your glutes, and stay here. Just float your right toes off the floor, find a little squeeze from your right glute, just lift, lift. Keep your hips nice and level, abs are in for 4, 3, 2, hold, take a breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, round and dome. Pause here. On your next inhale, right back to a one-legged plank. And exhale, back to plank pose. Trust your strength, stay in it. Float your left toes off the floor, flex the foot, tuck the pelvis under. Find a little lift, again, just squeezing your glute. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Roll the left hip down. Just for 4. Abs are in tight, 3. Straighter, stronger leg, 2. Hold here, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, round and dome, hold. Inhale, back to a one-legged plank. Exhale, plank pose, hold. Find patience with your breath. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bend your knees to hover above your mat. Tuck the pelvis under. You're not here for long. Take one more inhale. And tabletop, exhale. Inhale to cow pose. Let your belly fall. Lift your gaze, arch the spine. Exhale, cat, round and dome, chin to chest, navel in. And again, inhale, cow, belly falls, gaze lifts. And exhale, cat, round and dome. And move through a few more cycles of breath. And any other movements that feel needed in your body, hip sways or circles, maybe some wrist or ankle circles. And slowly back to a neutral spine, take a breath in. Exhale, puppy pose, walk your fingertips forward. Press your heart down to your mat and just get a big stretch through your chest. And a couple more breaths. And as you inhale, right back to tabletop. Exhale, back to your plank. Just step your feet back. Take one more breath in. Down dog, exhale, lift your hips. Pedal out your feet, stretch and open into your calves, your hamstrings, your spine. And then settle in for a few breaths here. Soften your knees, lengthen your spine. Take a big breath in. And a slow, complete breath out. Now shift it back to your plank pose. Pause here, tap your right toes out and your left toes out. Right and left, right and left. You're here for 8, 6, strong and steady, 4, 3, 2, back to center, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Inhale, back to plank pose. Exhale, forearm plank, lower down to your forearms, shoulders over elbows, tuck the pelvis under. You can stay right here, find a little shift forward and back. Again, you're not here for long. Pull your navel up and in. Press up between your shoulder blades. 16 counts, that's it. Lengthen through the back of the neck, so look down without dropping the head. Just 8 more. 6 more. Breathing through it. 4, 3, 2. Hold for a breath. Take a deep inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Knees draw wide, big toes touch. Reach and extend through your fingertips. Take a big breath in. And a slow, complete breath out. And walk your hands to the right side of your mat. Ground your left sit bone down. Stretch through the side body. And then guide your hands through center and other side. Ground the right sit bone. And back to center. Rise up. Take a seat at the top of your mat. And find a boat pose. Bring your feet together, thighs together. Hold on lightly to your hamstrings. Lift your chest, pull your shoulders down. You can stay here or lift your legs off the floor. Reach your arms forward again. Lift the chest. Option to straighten the legs if you want a little more. And maybe extend your arms to the sky. And finding that nice V shape, sternum lifts up. Take one more breath in. Exhale, lower halfway down. Pull your abs in a little tighter. Take just one more inhale. And exhale, lower all the way down. Hug your knees into your heart. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. Bring your feet to the mat, so working into the glutes and the hamstrings. Lift your hips up and just find a little lift at the top. So you're just squeezing your glute muscles. Dig into the heels. Working from the top of the movement. And connecting your mind to the muscle you're working. So every time you lift, you're squeezing and contracting the glute. Now full range of motion, a little bigger, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. Hips come just about an inch above the floor every time, squeezing your glutes a little bit tighter as you lift. Down and up, down and up. Feeling the hamstrings, push the four corners of the feet down without gripping your toes, and actively squeezing at the top, keeping the movement mindful and controlled, using your breath. Now back to tempo, just lift. Keep your left foot down, extend your right leg to the sky. Point your toe to start, just lift, lift, lift. And you're gonna feel a lot more in your left glute, left hamstring. Reach your toes to the sky. Keep going, just flex your foot. So now like you're making a footprint. Lift up a little higher. Good, keep going back to a point. 4 more, last 4, 3, 2, slowly switch sides. Your right foot comes down, lift your left leg to the sky, starting with a ballerina point. Reach through your toes, lift, lift, lift. Again, right glute, right hamstring, getting your left leg as straight and strong as you can, so much that you feel your left quad engage. Pull your abs in, so you're using your core strength to stabilize your hips. Pull the ribs in. Keep going, just flex your foot, now like you're making a footprint. Activate your toes. Get the left leg a little bit straighter. Lift and lift and lift. Keep it up there. Feeling more right glute, right hamstring. I'm definitely feeling it here. Keep going, point your toe again. 4 more, last 4, 3, 2, hold it up, take a breath in. Exhale, back to center again, full range of motion, down and up. Last minute here, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. Again, you're squeezing really tight at the top, down and up, down and up. Now hold it up, squeeze the inner thighs in. So go in and open, in and open. Keeping your hips up nice and high, pull the low belly tight. Pull your front ribs in. You're trying to squeeze like you're super glue between your thighs. Squeeze, resist, squeeze, resist. Last little bit here, back to parallel. Lift your heels off the floor, find a little lift to finish. Final bit. Breathe and breathe. Get your hips up a little bit higher. Stay with it. 16 counts. Lift, lift. Just 8 more, 8. Lift a little higher, squeeze. Final 4, 3, 2, hold it up, take a breath in. And exhale, slowly lower down. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. Just flush that out. And And draw your knees back into your heart. Give yourself another loving squeeze. And then grab for your hamstrings. Again, rock and roll forward and back the length of your mat. I'm just gonna flip my hair back up for a second. And then make your way back into your plank pose. Cross your ankles. Come right back to your plank. Now walk your feet together, side plank. Left hand stays down, right arm lifts. Pause here, lift your hips. Option to take the top arm forward, lift the top leg. Re-extend the right arm, take a breath in. On your exhale, bring your right forearm down. Forearm plank facing the opposite way. Parallel your forearm to the top of your mat, your left arm lifts. Take the left arm forward, lift the top leg. Good, reach up, inhale. Press up with your left palm. Back to your plank. Lower your left forearm down. Find your plank on the other side. Forearm down, right arm lifts. And again, reach over the ear. Lift the top leg if that feels good. And then back to side plank, inhale. Both forearms down, exhale. And then push up to your plank pose. Pause here. Take one more big inhale. And down dog, exhale, just lift your hips. Full breath in. And slow, complete breath out. Now walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Bend your knees, roll up one vertebra at a time. Let your head rise at the very last moment. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Simple squat, just lower down, lift and squeeze, down and lift, down and lift. You're squeezing your glutes at the top. Reach forward, stand up, squeeze, down and up. Keep going, just add a leg extension back. Lower, extend, lower, extend, down and lift. Again, the lift is a squeeze. Lower and lift. Breathe, breathe. Four more here, last 4, 3, 2. Good, one more, pause at the bottom, find a little pulse. Bring your palms towards your heart, pull your abs in. Keep going, lift your right heel off the floor, send your left hip back. Now switch sides, right heel down, left heel up, right hip hugs in. Now alternate right and left, right and left, right and left. 4 more, 3 more, 2, find your balance, both heels lift, reach your arms forward, sit a little deeper in your legs. You can take one more big inhale. Exhale, just fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plank, walk yourself back to your plank pose. Good, pause here. Walk your feet together, keep your right hand down, side plank facing the front. Reach your arm forward, lift your top leg. Again, take a big breath in. Good, re-extend the left arm. On your exhale, bring your left forearm down. Again, parallel to the front of your mat, reach your right arm to the sky. Doing this again. Lift the top leg, top arm comes forward. And then reach the right arm high. Back to center, forearm plank, bring both forearms to the ground. Tuck the pelvis under, dip your hips right and left, right and left. 8 more here, last 8, 6, just 4, 3, 2, back to center, hold, take a big inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Full breath in and slow breath out. And rise up to your hands, tabletop, shoulders over wrists. Tuck the pelvis under, little butt blaster series, working again into your glutes and your hamstrings. Pull your belly button in, lift your right foot off the floor, flex your foot, find a little press up. Good, tucking under as you press. Again, gaze down, lengthen the neck. Feel your hamstring and your glute. Now add a cross, cross it over the left and back to center. Cross and center, cross and center, cross and center. Squeeze, press. Good, Breathing into it, using your core strength to create that resistance. Your heel stays nice and close to your glute, tucking the pelvis down as you're pressing up. 4 more. 3, 2. Good, hold it up. Bring your left forearm to the ground. Your right hand comes wider. Elbow stacks over wrist. Sweep your right knee up to your right shoulder. Press out and then pull it in. So you're going back at a diagonal, squeeze it in. Back and in. Pull your abs in nice and tight. You're pushing your right heel towards the far right corner of your mat. Strong flex through the foot. Good, last one here. Hold the extension, point your toe, touch down, lift up. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. You're reaching to the far right corner of your mat, a ballerina point through your big toe. Squeeze into the outer right glute. Pull your abs in, lift out of your shoulders. Now hold it up, little pulses to finish, just lift. Retuck the pelvis under, activate your lower belly. Draw the front ribs in if they start to splay open. Again, you're pressing as much into your right palm as you are your left forearm. Just 8 more here. Squeeze a little tighter. Lift a little harder for 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Take a breath in. Exhale, child's pose. Draw your knees wide, big toes touch. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. And just rise up to your heels for a moment. Roll your shoulders back. Take your hands behind your back. Interlace your palms. Take a full breath in and a slow breath out. Right back to tabletop. Tuck the pelvis under again. Find the low belly activation to help make your glutes work harder. Roll the inner arm forward. Left knee comes off the floor. Flex the foot. Retuck the pelvis under. Again, just a little press to start. Press, press, press. You only have a couple minutes of effort. These 20 minutes go by really, really fast. Tucking down as you press up, feeling your left glute hamstring. So again, putting your mind to the muscle you're working makes it so much more intentional. And now cross the left knee over the right. Go cross and center. Cross and press. Cross and press. Cross and press. Squeeze, press. Almost there. Back to center. Bring your right forearm down. Take your left hand a little bit wider, elbow over wrist. Sweep your left knee up towards your left shoulder. Flex the foot. Press back at a diagonal and pull it in. So now you're pushing towards the back left corner of your mat. Hug your belly button in. Do a spine check if you feel like you're starting to dip into the spine or arch the low back. Retuck the pelvis under. Pull your abs in a little tighter. Last one here. Hold the extension. Now point your toe. Hard point. Tap and lift. 0 momentum, 0 swinging the leg. It's a muscle contraction to create the movement. So you lower and squeeze to lift. Down, lift. Down and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last little bit. Hold it up. Pulse to finish. Just lift. Retuck the pelvis under. Squeeze your left outer glute as tight as you can. Get your left leg so strong that you feel your left quad engaged. Breathe through it. 8 more. Push the left hand down. 6 more. Final 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Take a breath in. And exhale, child's pose. Release. Get a really nice stretch. And then simply rise up. Take a seat at the top of your mat. And lower down. A little more ab work before we finish. Lower all the way to your back. Bring your legs to tabletop. 90-degree angle with the legs. Shins are parallel to the ground. Knees stack over hips. Fingertips are light behind your head. Just lift and lower. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Lift and lower. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up or reach your arms forward, little pulses. You can stay here or you can extend your legs at a diagonal. Reach through your toes. Pull your navel in. Lift and lift and lift. Keep going slowly. Extend your legs to the sky. Keep lifting. Flex your feet. Now hold it up. Lower the left leg and then lift it back up. Lower the right leg and lift it back up. Single counts. Left and right. Lift your chest a little higher. Again, drive your belly button towards your mat. Pull your ribs in. Keep going. Take your hands behind your head. Finishing strong. You have 30 seconds. Find a rotation right and left. Upper abs, lower abs, obliques. Option to add an ankle reach. Get a little bit higher towards the foot, the leg. Lift and lift and lift and lift. 16 counts. That's all you have left. Lift. Then you get a nice little stretch. Reach higher. Squeeze tighter. 8 more. 6 more. Breathe into it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest your head. Draw your knees into your heart. Rock side to side. And then take a good morning stretch. Reach, expand, lengthen. Deep inhale. And complete exhale. And draw your knees into your heart. Give a loving squeeze. And find happy baby. Let your knees fall wide. You can grab your ankles, your feet, or your toes. Maybe extend into the legs. Rock side to side. And then draw your knees together. Keep the right knee and extend the left leg long. And take a big inhale. Exhale, twist. Draw your knee across your body. Extend your right arm, gaze out over your right shoulder. You can stay here or bend your left knee. Take your right hand to your left foot. Draw your heel towards your glute for a quad stretch. And continue to breathe into your muscle. Help open the body. And then mindfully unwind to center. Hug your knees into your heart. And then switch sides. Take your left knee to the side. Hug it and breathe in. Exhale, twist, knee across, left arm extends, gaze left. You might notice a little crack or pop in the spine. Usually that feels like a really good release. Feeling the stretch through the hip and glute as well. And if you added the quad stretch, bend the right knee or left hand comes to your right foot. Draw your heel in, soften your shoulder down. And then unwind to center, hug your knees into your chest, give another loving squeeze. And grab for your hamstrings, just rock up to a seat on your mat. Extend your legs forward, flex your feet, bend your knees enough to sit up tall. Reach up as you inhale. Hinge from your hips and fold as you exhale. Relax your shoulders down. And then unravel the spine, roll your shoulders back, cross your ankles, come to tabletop once again. Inhale to cow pose, belly falls, lift the gaze. And exhale, cat, round and dome. And again, inhale to cow, belly falls. And exhale, cat, round and curl. And move through a few more of these on your own. Again, adding any other movements your body's asking for. And slowly back to neutral, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, pedal out your feet, stretch your calves, your hamstrings, your spine. And take a full inhale. And slow exhale. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Bend your knees a lot. Reach your hands behind your back. Interlace all 10 fingers. Try to bring your palms to touch and let your head fall really, really heavy. And one more deep inhale. And exhale, release. Tuck your chin to your chest. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Let your head rise at the very, very last moment. Give your shoulders a giant roll back at the top. And take a deep breath in, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, join your palms together at your heart center. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Again, make sure you always hydrate, eat some nourishing food, and I will see you soon.